So we are joining Zach and Jade's game. We are having a mirror match between two Emerald Steels. Zach has got the Bucky down, already shifted that Diablo. Such a powerful thing. Turn 2 to be able to discard an action and shift into that Diablo. On Jade's side we have a small Robin Hood and something else in steel.
It's hard to see.
It's hard to see, unfortunately, on this one. Jade already at 3 ink and having that is the other Robin Hood. So the Robin Hood there, questing and pinging some damage onto the Diablo, and then banishing with. Oh, banishing with Robin's bow. Okay, interesting. So this is a slightly different take on the Emerald Steel. More of a Robin-focused deck with the Robin sleeves there, of course, as well.
We do love that here at Illuminauts. We're all about Robin for Nottingham.
Yes, our big reveal earlier in the week, again, that Robin Hood.
Ah,
Hello,
beautiful.
Crosby, as well.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, we got to reveal a card. It was awesome.
It was. It's fantastic.
Beautiful artwork.
Beautiful art by the ever wonderful Nicholas Cole. Such a good, very consistent artist, but really knocked it out of the park with this one. That Bucky getting banished, I assume that was a Triton's Decree. So Triton's Decree makes the opponent choose where to put the damage. And with just that Bucky down on the board, that is a board wipe for Zach.
So Zach now, he just inks a card.
And he put that Bucky back down, really trying to force Jade into that discard game. But already, because that Diablo is gone, Zach is on such a thin hand. Both players now played out their entire hands. We see the champion of Sherwood, I believe, go down for Jade. I am enjoying this extra little bit of spice from Jade. This slight tweak on the Emerald Steel format, just really doubling down on that Robin Hood line. So we see Zach ink plays the Tragic Beast for 5.
Yep.
Bucky gone though, so no discard. We see Zach nursing that Storm Rage on in his hand there, clinging on for that, and Jade questing up to 6. Now obviously Zach will get to draw here twice because of the Beast. Can he find some extra answers in this hand now? We can see the Diablo sat there. Unfortunately, with that bow down though, that does mean that Jade is going to be able to keep pinging that Diablo. Zach pointing out that the play of a Floodborn triggers. Can't tell what this card is though because of the glare on it from our end. So Diablo is down. Are we going to see him play? He's going to ink. And then spend the 3 for Storm Rage on. Picking his target carefully. Not enough to take either of these out. Damage going down there onto the smaller Robin Hood, and letting Zach draw a card. Zach trades that in.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was a Bucky. So sacrificing the Bucky. Thank you, Ursula. Yes, the cold never bothered me anyway. We should really start singing these songs as they get played.
I like that idea. That's what I do when I play, so makes sense.
That looks like a morph from what I can tell. Nice little blobby goo there. Morph, one of those cards that people were very excited about when we got into the Inklings. Lots of potential being a shift target for literally anybody, which just seems perfect for the little gooey guy.
Yeah, that's really clever, I think.
Yeah, a nice way to integrate some of the actual Disney lore into the game. But Morph, they're not sticking around very long because of that Tinkerbell. Very fragile, very powerful if you can get him to work, but very fragile as well. A nice, quite strong board now from Zach.
Yeah, he's made a good comeback, I think, being able to get a few things out.
For one with that Diablo, really looking for that card draw. So he will get a bit of it off of Jade's turn, but that... Okay, let's see if Jade can respond. So, Zach with the card draw. Looks like he picked up another giant Tinkerbell there. So some extra damage splash coming down. Both of these.
Looks like Jade's on 10 lore now.
Yeah, so
she's really ramped up quite quickly.
Make sure if you have a basic Pokemon in your hand. Basic Pokemon always says so in the top corner like this. Have we both got one? Basic. You've got a basic, yeah? Great. Yes, you do.
Zach going with the Tinkerbell again, chipping away, and then choosing to finish off with the Tinkerbell, and just passing, leaving those two ready.
Why do you think maybe he didn't quest with them?
Could be... Oh.
Down the side here.
No, it was not a pass. He is questing with them. I was going to say, I don't know, Charlotte. I really do not know in that situation why you would not quest with them.
Yeah.
You've wiped that board, even if they were playing the Cinderella, Stout-Hearted, it wouldn't be able to attack straight away.
Yeah.
Emerald Steel again, no rush characters in there, so absolutely no reason not to quest with those right now.
Now, these are really important.
Triton's Decree comes out again, and Zach opting to put the damage onto that Tinkerbell at the back. Jade here, not many options, just forced to draw a top deck and chip away using that Robin's bow.
And it's your go first. So, with your hand of cards, let's go through it. The things you can do on your turn. You can attach one energy card to one of your Pokemon.
Zach looking in a really, really good position now. Some absolutely huge characters on board.
You can bench any basic Pokemon.
Yeah, he's got a location in play as well now.
Yep, seems to be... Usually these decks are playing the Cove.
Yeah.
Again, giving them +1/+1. So just kind of making sure that that Tinkerbell hangs in a little bit longer.
So if you have
The Ursula coming down, Jade reveals that one card in her hand. And we do have a King John out as well. So whenever your opponent discards a card, you get to draw a card. Very valuable in these decks. Usually you want to be using that bookie, drawing a whole bunch off of them, and Diablo, and just so much draw power if you get the board state set up properly.
Yeah.
So Zach now on 10. Again, both players halfway there. It does not mean that Zach has this in the bag. One of the wonderful things about Lorcana is that it can swing back and forth.
Yeah.
But Jade really gonna have to dig deep somehow for an out here.
Try and get maybe some card draw if she can.
you do whatever it says.
6. And chipping away. I believe that is...
Yeah, you can. So what you do is you
The name escapes me, but I'm pretty sure it's the one from Mulan who gives your characters +1 strength.
box here. You can show
So,
your opponent. It says reveal it.
a cove but on a body. A mini cove.
Any Pokemon.
Misses the extra health. And then yeah, Zach just gonna quest out with everything there.
Yeah.
Again, really tough spot for Jade to be in. That board state is so big. Tinkerbell on her own is just such a powerhouse to begin with anyway, and facing down 2 of those. with a deck that isn't necessarily geared. Traditionally, the M1 still not necessarily geared towards attacking and challenging very much. So our players now resetting their board states. We do like to see some of this. So obviously this is round 2. So Jade and Zach went in winning their first games. We like to see a little bit of spiciness, a little twist on some decks, but we'll see how that plays off when we go into game 2.
Yeah.
Do you have any hot takes for the day, Charlotte? Have you scouted out the floor, seen anything spicy yet?
I've not, unfortunately. I've been too busy trying to help set everything up, so yeah.
We will get out and explore a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll have to have a look. I mean, we've got the amazing Matt here as well, one of the artists.
Yes, Matthew Robert Davis.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll be able to get him in for a little bit of a chat, or at least pop up on the stream.
Yep.
33 players here at Dice Cup today, so a nice large player base, very chilled across the board.
Yep.
Just yesterday in good old England, it was very hot.
Yeah,
Today the sun seems to have stayed in a little bit. We're looking a little bit overcast, but the dice has AC, so
we're not too hot.
So we're not too bothered.
Yeah.
So we're all good. Lovely look. Oh, wrong side. I'm mirrored. Keep forgetting.
And I'm representing so we've got Illuminat's jerseys as well. So
yeah.
I don't know if
So a lot of our players out and about.
So yeah, you might see a couple. I think in the last game, Harry wearing his. You can see it just
yes,
like across
you occasionally see the logo.
Right, so game 2.
Game 2. We see each player choosing what to mulligan now. Jade going with a mulligan of 4. And this first game going.
And if you would like to switch it with one, you may switch it with one of your face outside. So
First game going to Zach. There we go. So for anybody new to Lorcana, obviously the mulligan system, you choose which cards you want to keep and you mulligan away as many as you want. If you want to get rid of all 7 of those cards because it's just a terrible hand, then you feel free to do that. Then you pop those cards back on the bottom of your deck so you don't draw them off the top, and then shuffle up.
Both players just cut each other's deck, which is, just a nice little.
Yeah, it's always worth offering. It's just good sportsmanship. And with Jade losing game 1 and this being a best of 3 format, Jade gets to choose whether to go first or second. So Jade going first there. I think we saw a ink of a giant Tinkerbell there.
Yeah.
Both players rocking excellent playmats, I must say.
Honey Wizard!
Good Honey Wizard, and the giant Tinkerbell, favourite of mine. There goes a Baboom, get that Robin out of there so it cannot shift on this next turn. Jade now taking a moment to think. That could have been the line there, but a very aggressive play from Zach, just making sure that Baboom goes down. That big cannon from the RLS Legacy.
Yeah.
Get that little fox out of here.
Helps him stay in control, I suppose, doesn't it, of the board state?
Yeah, exactly. And then we see Zach going with the Diablo. Just hard playing that. No shifty shenanigans here. But such a good card. Again, 3 cost. 2/2 evasive, but lets you draw cards every time your opponent does while it is exerted. But not long for this. No, I thought that was a Storm Ranger. It is the beast that does a damage when it enters play.
I really like that card. I really like cards where you can just put them out and then it's just like a nice little bit of damage.
Yeah, a little bit of damage, especially against evasive enemies. Like just putting that bit of damage on there can really help take them out later on.
Yeah.
Especially now it's very vulnerable to a giant Tinkerbell coming down. And Zach again with Along Came Zeus, just really, really applying the pressure there, and Zach going with, yes, the name escapes me of the card. Still early, but it discards a card from your opponent's hand. Feel free, chat, to drop in and point out what the name is.
Let us know.
Not Sudden Chill. Thank you, True Red Eyes. Yes, that is the one.
I might have a better chance of beating you.
Yes, lovely. Thank you, chat. Little love heart. So,
So in Pokemon, there's
Zach really establishing that board now.
He's quested for 1.
like at the moment there's like 9 decks that are really popular. So you might look at those 9 decks and go, what is my
And now
best
over to Jade to respond. So we got the Robin Hood's bow out again, and everybody's favourite blob of goo. Immediately putting that ping damage onto the Diablo and getting that one out of there. That leaves Zach with another Diablo though that he can set up, but it does mean that he's not going to benefit off of that one anymore. Getting to draw 2 extra cards every turn, so valuable. Just the 1 card extra turn, excellent. But 2 every turn if that can stick around,
Yeah.
fantastic. So let's update those lore counts.
Yeah, because Jade got to quest for 2 as well.
They put it in for X and Y, and then they decided it was too powerful and they took it out. So no more fairy types anymore.
So we do see Zach with the shift there.
So
On a Storm Rage on.
it'll be your go.
Zach really saying this game, let the Storm Rage on.
But in the future, probably.
He is not bothered about those other enemies, just getting those right out of here.
And then questing for 3 as well. She's now on 4. I wonder if he's trying to go quite fast with the game.
Yeah, might be trying to speed through. I think Zach knows that if he can control this board again, and we see a little Pegasus come down.
And the very first thing you do when you start your turn is always draw 1 more card.
The evasive nature of that not going to be too important here, because Zach can, if he really wants to, challenge it with that Diablo. And a quest for 2 from Jade.
Basic Pokemon on the bench. Can't afford the fairy yet because it's your first go. But if you do have them available, you'll be able to do it next turn. And you can attack.
Zach going with find them, flatten them. A be prepared for items.
As long as it's
More of a tech potentially for the Sapphire Steel matchup. Obviously Sapphire Steel players, or even Sapphire Ruby players right now, really valuing that Tamatoa, getting lots of items on the board. And if you can get that down and just banish all of those items, get rid of them all.
Yeah.
So valuable. This time though, helping get rid of that bow, so that bow is not going to steadily chip away at the Diablo. Looks like an Ink of Rise of the Titans from Jade.
And then you have a look, pick 1 Pokemon, show your opponent.
Jade then has nothing in hand,
the rest back in.
so she's just
With both of hers for another 3.
just gonna have to
And
go
now
with
on
what.
7. I think we're seeing a little bit of a race go on now.
Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
But yeah, unfortunately she's got nothing in hand, so she's just going to have to go with what she's got on the board and then what she draws for turn, which can be quite tricky.
I know some stores do it that way, but I...
Small Diablo, and then a bigger Diablo from Zach. Zach just emptying his hand out as well now. He knows he quests with a bunch of these Diablos. He's just going to get the card draw back.
Yeah.
And questing with the Tragic Beast as well.
All the
Not too
way-
bothered about losing that card draw from that, because he's still got the 2 Diablos to stick around and get him some card replan.
Yeah. And he's quested all the way up to 11 as well,
Yep.
so he probably
Seeing-
feels like he's got the game.
Again though, could see something. We got that top deck. We do have 2 Champion of Sherwood out. Champion of Sherwood there, taking out the Ursula. Still an extra body down. Jade will gain 2 lore for that as well. Thanks to Robin's ability.
She's on 10.
She's on 10.
Amy, sorry. Yes. I do, yes. I also sometimes work with the Pokemon company, so if you ever watch some of the competitive events, I'll be on the big screen because I'm a commentator.
Zach drawing a bunch of cards because of Tragic Beast.
Absolutely, I can. I know they're a bit rough around the sleeves. Yeah, if you look on the official Pokemon Twitch channel,
We have a We Don't Talk About Bruno. No. Bouncing one of those cards back to Jade's hands. She then has to shuffle it and discard a card at random. When you've only got the 1 card though, that is the one that's going to get discarded.
Yeah, that's pretty harsh.
and then 8 and Y.
Really dominating this board now. Zach just using that extra ink to move a few people into the cove.
Yeah.
they're going on a nice little holiday there. And then just clearly identifying who is in the cove and who isn't.
Yeah. And then
questing out. I don't think he has quite enough on board right now to get the win, but he's going to be very, very close. Yes,
Yeah.
up to 17 lore.
Yeah.
That cove really protecting those weaker characters, even if Jade gets the top deck of...
So, this...
I read it in the wrong one there. Even if Jade gets the top deck of the grabby swords, it's not going to help too much. She needs something to do damage and get rid of that cove.
So they literally print them and you can buy them for £15. But I've got them here. If you guys want to play with two of the winning decks from our championships, I have
Decides to attack into that Ursula,
Yeah.
gaining herself 2, but that is game for Zach. Again, such dominance of the board there, just really getting everything out.
Yeah. It's quite aggressive, really.
Yeah, some aggressive plays early on, just constantly pinging Jade's board with along came Zeus, the baboon. Zach, I think, showing what they had in hand, or just demonstrating some of those removal cards.
Yeah.
And like a good little package that they possibly quite enjoy playing. But yeah, just such board dominance. Really shows how when you get that sort of control over that end of it, how you can just run away with that lore. Those early turns, getting rid of those characters, stopping your opponent from shifting, so valuable.
Yeah, definitely.
So valuable.
Yeah, because for poor Jade, when you've got nothing on board, or even just 2 characters against all of that, there's not much you can really do.
No, exactly.
Because they're the decks that won.
But very interesting. I like the Robin Hood stuff. I think Robin Hood's only going to get stronger as we move forward for the next few sets. But some nice quick games. We will head into a brief intermission and we'll see if we can grab one of these players to come and have a little chat with us, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in a moment, especially with all the other games that are still going on. Hello guys, we're back. We're joined by Josh.
Hey
How
guys,
you doing?
I'm good.
How's everything going so far today? You are
Touch all of the wood around me. Things are going really good. Yeah, we're on to round 2 at the minute. Everyone seems happy. Everyone's playing. So yeah.
We've got our guest artist Matthew Robert Davis. He's playing against his partner right now.
Yeah, so it really confused our pairings because we had them on stacked tables and then they paired against each other. And people were like, "Where's this table?" And I was like, "Oh, it doesn't exist technically.
Yeah,
it's a static."
It's just a static. Yeah, just playing each other. Fantastic.
Yeah, it was really funny. So,
and any spicy calls so far today, or
I just had an interesting judge call about bouncing a rabbit.
Okay.
So if you use we don't talk about Bruno to bounce the rabbit back, because you have to fully resolve the action before you can start resolving stuff from the bag.
Yes.
The rabbit goes back to hand, and you discard a card, and then you get the draw trick.
Yes.
So yeah, I had that. That was quite interesting. All of my other judge calls have been about time. So
just judge how much time do you have left. Yeah.
But yeah, it's going really well, and I'm really happy with the turnout.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, 33 players, another nice big turnout overall.
6 rounds with a top 8 cut.
Yep. So
I also really enjoyed the deck in the last game, the Robin Hood deck.
Yeah, we just had a
cool to
brief
see
chat
that.
with Jade about that, and so it was called Plinky Plonks.
Yeah.
Just putting down damage across the board, like wherever possible.
It made me think about our spoiler.
Yes. Yeah, me and Charlotte were chatting about that. We love that spoiler.
It's so pretty, and it does cool stuff, and it's uncommon as well.
Yeah.
So excited.
I can't wait to get it. It like obviously next weekend is the last weekend of Set Champs, and then we're rapidly approaching the release of Shimmering Skies. We're both going to be down at the Disney store in London, aren't we? Like we had pre-planned this. We just decided we're going to go do it for a change because I'm off.
Yeah.
You can get the day off. And then they dropped the bombshell the D23 set.
The D23 set, the whole set doesn't matter. There is a single card in that set that really matters, and that is Oswald.
Oswald.
We were talking about what we were going to take with us Disney-wise to go to the Disney store, and I was like, oh, my Oswald is going in the bag, like straight away.
Straight away.
No
They need to be in there.
Yeah. I'm so excited for that card, and it's such an interesting card as well.
It is an interesting card. Like, you don't have to quest with it, which is when something goes in your inkwell, you draw the top card of your deck, and if it's an item, you play it for free.
So it's like if I ink on my turn, like everybody does every turn.
Yep.
Just reveal the top card. Oh, look, it's a popsicle.
And like,
Draw 2.
it's a sapphire card as well. So if you're inking off of your fishbone quill, or a one jump ahead, or something like that, then you're just gonna like be able to keep repeating that.
I saw a spoiler this morning for a 4-drop card. That is destroy any number of your items. Draw that many cards.
Yes. Yeah.
So like again, like you could have 3 draws off your popsicle.
Yeah.
It'd be insane.
I can't.
It'd be so good.
I have seen it. I can't remember what it was.
Oh, now you put me on the spot.
I feel like it's
It's Prince John, and he's having
Royal Tantrum.
Yeah, he's
That's
having a
the one.
tantrum.
Yes. Yeah, and there is we've seen the Prince John that likes items as well
Yeah,
from
'cause
this
that's
set. It's
the
the promo
promo.
card for the Disney Villainous. Yeah. Nice little plug there, Disney Villainous. New set coming out. Thank you very much, Burger.
I'm gonna head back out, but I'll send our winner of this round over to you to have a
Yeah,
chat.
have a quick chat. Yeah, we'll catch you on the flip side. So Josh is off. We've got some excited Pokemon players in the area as well. So popping off about learning how to play Pokemon there. The Dice Cup, obviously it's a board game cafe, so they have everything here. Very established Pokemon scene as well. But we're here today to chat all about Lorcana. We love our Disney cards. We have Zach coming in. Hello, Zach. You want to join us on stream to chat about the round? You've been asked to join us, yes. So this is Zach, the winner of the last stream game. How did you find that game?
I found it alright overall. It felt like a bit of an unsure matchup.
Yes.
I'd not seen many decks like theirs.
Yeah.
But it was mainly just trying to go off what I know and play how the deck plays.
Yeah, like we saw game 2, like your opening hand was so much removal, like it was such aggressive plays just to really slow them down. Was that based on how game 1 had went? Did you kind of judge it from that?
Yeah, so I judged that. I wasn't happy with the game 2 opening hand.
Yes.
Like a big Tink, 2 big Robins, a big Beast, a Sunshine, 2 Diablos. I was there like, cool, I can't really play anything for a few turns.
Yeah.
But once I noticed that they didn't have anything out, I was there like, my Diablos seemed fairly safe.
Yes, yeah.
So if I could just keep drawing, then I'd be able to outdraw them.
Yeah, and I think that was the main thing. You were just drawing almost constantly, and like establishing such a big board. Like to come back from 2 Tinks on the board makes it's almost impossible for Jade on an empty board.
Yeah.
So there was just such dominance there from you. How did you perform game 1 or round 1?
So game 1 I went against a very similar deck.
Yeah.
Like much more similar. So Emerald Steel v Emerald Steel.
Okay.
I got going first on the first game, which I think just gave me the edge.
Yes.
Second game he got first, which again just gave him the edge. Then so it came to the third game then, and I drew into a fairly perfect hand, which was like little Diablo, Bucky, big Diablo, and it was just like, yeah, I can just play
Just
this.
the solid Emerald Steel setup that you want. Yeah, very nice indeed. Feeling confident for today?
No,
but
fairly surprised at how it's been so far.
Yeah, good.
But it's been fun. It's my first set champs ever.
Yes, excellent. So, first set champs running the Emerald Steel.
The Emerald Steel.
You're going to be a Bucky villain for today. Get your money's worth out of him.
Might as well.
Might as well. Lovely. Any closing words for this? Are you excited for Shimmering Skies coming up?
I am. I deliberately don't look at really any spoilers.
Okay.
Because I like just when it comes out, opening and just going, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then piecing it together from there.
But I'm looking. So obviously Bucky will be less useful after the Errata.
Yes.
So I'll probably resort back to Ruby Amethyst as a solid choice to play games.
Yeah.
But then I'll see what I can build.
Yeah. See what you get in round 3 then. Like hopefully it's not a day of mirrors for you.
No, I prefer the mirror.
You prefer the mirror, yeah.
I think I built my deck to go against the mirror.
Yeah, we
So
saw
mine's
the
slightly
I find and my Platinum.
Yeah.
Is that in there for a particular reason?
It's
or?
to go against Sapphire Steel.
Yeah.
So I think once they start getting out all the like, obstacles and stuff, I lose fairly quickly,
Yes.
especially with like lucky dimes. I would normally run the Benger to get rid of those, but I get in the Aladdin for the floodboard discard, and then I shadow one of those in against the old, the random Sapphire Steel to just go, cool, I can get rid of all your items, especially with like aerials, lucky dimes.
Like Benja is really good, but when you're coming up against the Sapphire Steel and they are playing, 8 1-drop items.
Yeah.
You're only playing 3-4 Benjers, so he is not enough to get rid of them consistently, is he?
So I thought I'd shout that one in just for the mid to end game against Sapphire Steel.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's a song. So it's not going to cost, it's inkable, so really, really good. I think it's a really nice tech. Thanks for joining us, Zach.
Thanks for having me.
Go have a little break.
Yes,
Get ready for your next games. Yeah, thank you.